All right. Good evening. Just make sure my mic is working. Can I get a 5x5? Make sure I'm not talking to myself. All right, Dan H. Thank you for the 5x5. Awesome. Coffee first and speak. Good to see ya. Katrinka, LOL. Metal Spawn, welcome in, welcome in. HVPS, Hudson Valley Prepper and Survival, good to see ya. My man, Vision, Preparedness, thank you, and welcome in. Billy, good to see ya. Who else we got in here? Scott Hummer, Ohio Valley Prepper and Survival, welcome in, my friend. Stands alone. It is so good to see ya. For anybody that I missed, I apologize. I will catch you at some point. So, how is everybody doing today? Anybody do anything exciting or not exciting? My day was fairly busy, and I had to do some stuff that I was not looking forward to, and I was putting off, but it was time. So I finally went to my work, my former employer, and I cleaned out my lockers and turned in my ID and all that fun, good stuff. So, bittersweet end to that part of my life, but it is in the past. And as Frozen says, the lady on Frozen, let it go. So, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival got his ears lowered. Awesome. Called the dealership, drop off the truck tomorrow. Oh, and spent a ton of money. Well, if I had a ton of money to spend, I possibly could do that, but I do not. What else is everybody? You're absolutely right, Vision. One door closes, another opens. Abso-freaking-lutely. So, thank you, Gen X. For some reason, the flags didn't turn out like I wanted to, the pictures, anyways. So, I'm going to try to correct that. But, so, let me go back up here in chat after I asked that question. See what anybody said. KP seen a 5-foot alligator on his walk. Okay. You know, I've always been interested in that. Every time I go to a state like Florida that's supposed to have a lot of alligators, I've never seen one like in the wild. I've always wanted to see one in the wild. Not like up close, but, you know, driving down the road and see one or something. But Gen X is sitting in his truck on his lunch. And now I'll go down and see what we have going on in the chat here. Material money. So technically it's not mine, but I get to spend it. Absolutely. My response says she got a new job offer letter emailed to me today, to her today. Woohoo. Well, good luck. Hopefully you get it. Yes, Katrinka, sometimes there's a hidden blessing. Yep. Absolutely. I'm not going to let it get me down. So, it's out of my hands. Who else we got in here? No dog. Hello, can I see a cross for please that I want for my friend? Yes. I will bring that up for you. What the heck? Something's making noise in my safe. That's not good. All right. Sorry. What am I looking for here? All right. So here is. You can see it. That's the cross. And then that stripe right there is the blue stripe. I'm gonna redo. So I got a new blue. So um, I'm gonna try some new ones, and I'll put some. And it's crazy. I don't know. I think maybe I left a radio or something on in my safe. All right. Is it ticking? No, it's not ticking. It's like squelching a little bit or something. I don't know. Like the battery's going dead. So I must have left it on. So let's see. Let me catch up here on chat. Can you put a name on it with wood letters? I can probably do anything. So just have to let me know what you want, and I'll have to test it out or something. So welcome in Michigan Outpost 231. CUCB Farmer, my good friend, the man himself, Ghost Lincoln. Good to see you. Grit and Grace, the Farming Florist. Welcome in. Welcome in. Scott Hummer, if I did not say hello to you, hello. I think I have said hello to everybody. 25 in the chat. All right, so tonight's topic is calm before the storm. Now, and I know I put in the description about the weather and stuff like that, but that was kind of before I was thinking about what I was going to talk about. Storms is one thing. I don't know. Coffee wants a cross, just an American flag. Okay, so let me. If you could email me, that would be better. If you want the cross or whatever, folks, if you could just email me at doubledogprepper@gmail.com, I will put it up here. There is my email. Sorry. That way I can stay on topic and not be like squirrel. But anyways, there is a lot of storms going on right now. Hurricanes seem to be more and more stronger, hitting the same areas. You called hitting the same areas multiple times. But and then it was crazy. The other day we had some clouds. We had a storm rolling in, and there were some clouds that I had never seen before. And so, with the phone, that most phones, but I know on mine, I can take a picture of it, and Google will search, and it came up with this new cloud. I can't think of the name of it. It starts with an A. But anyways, it's the newest type of cloud to be added, and it's been the first cloud to be added in I don't know how many years. I wish I had saved it, but we have new clouds, from the ones that we were taught. Most of us were taught in school. So I thought that was kind of crazy. Micro Wolf, welcome in. Good to see you. But yeah, it just that was one thing. I know it's been talked about on other live streams and other channels about seed or cloud seeding and stuff like that. So chemtrails, yep, absolutely. It wasn't chemtrails. These clouds looked like they were same cloud. It was real long, and it looked like it was rolling, and it was on shelves, like it was stacked on top of each other. It was freaking crazy. Um, yeah, I don't know. Oh, they're adding a new moon also. Oh, I see what you're saying. Chemtrails are making new clouds. No, it's an actual. From what Google had said, it was an actual cloud that they, I don't know, discovered. But I don't ever remember seeing these clouds. So whatever. Danilon wants to know how do you add in moon? I don't know. They come up with all kinds of stuff. But anyways, all right. So staying on topic, I want to see here if I don't think I can do it because I'm on StreamYard. So I'm not even gonna try. I was gonna do a poll, but I think you have to be on YouTube to do that. So, um, but I'll just say start with this. What percent of all of U.S. medication is imported? 75%, 65%, 35%, or 20%? Type in the chat what you think it is. 75, 65, 35, or 20. Hudson said it was 95. Wait, I missed the question. The question is what percent of all U.S. medication is imported? So from the information that I found, 75% is the answer. 58% of drug manufacturer establishments are for the United States market are located out of the United States. So the United States leads the world in drug um, what is the word I'm looking for? Coming up with new drugs. But when you come up with a new drug, you need what they call APIs. So that's active pharmaceutical ingredients, and 72% of all the drugs APIs are manufactured overseas. And in 2023, the U.S. imported $203 billion in pharmaceutical products. It's freaking crazy. So, why am I talking about drugs, pharmaceutical drugs? Because with all the tariffs that are being put in place for the good, to bring back and to force America to make its own stuff, to be more self sufficient and not depend on other countries like China and Thailand and India, because um, approximately 50% of all the generic medications that anybody takes in the United States comes from India. So that's just crazy, you know. And then they want to join the BRICS and go against the United States, and yeah, crazy. So that's a part of the calm before the storm is to make sure that you are stocked up on your medication, to make sure that you get a prescription for 90 days, 180 days, 120 days, whatever you can get the max that you can get, the max that your insurance will pay for, um, or also uh, try to get off of that medication. That is my goal. One of the reasons that pushed me to lose the weight was lose weight is so I can get off the medications. So, and then also learning how to deal with uh, stuff naturally. Um, because there wasn't always blood pressure medicine, there wasn't always cholesterol medicine, and that cholesterol medicine or cholesterol, yeah, the statins. I'm hearing that it causes is leading cause for like the dementia and stuff like that. So, Steel and Tree, welcome in. Good to see you. But yeah, I mean, the one thing with medication is it helps whatever situation that you're looking to do, like the cholesterol, the high blood pressure. But I feel that it also causes other issues. I know my friend whose mother died. She had cirrhosis of the liver and never drank a day in her life, but she was on all kinds of medication. So crazy. Anyways, so the back to this. The U.S. relies on China for as much as 80% of all the API, active pharmaceutical ingredients, for the drugs. While the U.S. is the leading country in drug discovery, majority of its APIs and finished drugs are often produced in other countries. And another number to throw out there, from what I see, now I heard it was more than this, but the couple articles that I read say that China produces 45% of all global antibiotics. So let that sink in. If you have the ability to get stocked up on your medication, I am not a doctor. I am not giving you medical advice. I just know what I do. And I've done this for a while and I'm still kicking. But I would skip doses here and there to um, make sure I had some backstop. So, anyways, so on to the next subject is self defense. There's currently a shortage in product or the gunpowder and the ingredients to make the gunpowder. And then doing my research on this, nitro cellulose is the major ingredient um, in making gunpowder, and that is mainly from what it said in the article: Thailand, India, and of course China. Coffee First says that she took at least 6 self-defense classes. I am an expert now. Yes. All right. Drink us. She pops in now and then. She is working now, so not so much. All right. See what else we got going on in the chat. Yeah, everybody's talking about the storms going across the country right now. I texted the Roman Prepper after his live stream because I had already put my live stream up on YouTube, and then went and looked to see who was doing videos right now, and Pete's come up, and that's what he was talking about was the storms. So I thought it was kind of ironic or funny that he was talking about calm before the storm, and that's the name of my live stream tonight. So he said that he may pop in or whatever. So I appreciate that. Yeah, if you could smash the like button, folks, it's greatly appreciated. Checking over the analytics on my channel. Not that I'm anywhere close to monetization. Not that I care. But I hit my 2,000 watch hours. So I got another 1,000 watch hours to go, and then I will be able to be monetized, I think. So, Yes, coffee. Smash that like, folks. It's free, and who doesn't like free stuff? I seem to have heard that before. Hmm. Adam B, welcome in. Good to see you as well. Let's see what else we got. Just got news. There's a small plane that crashed near me during the storms that just went through here. We heard a plane flying around when tornado sounds going off. Wow. That is crazy. Hopefully everybody is okay. Yes, I did hear it from you after you stole my line. But that's all right. I feel honored that you like that catchy phrase and that you're using it. I'm okay with that. It's good to go. So, but anyways, yeah. So gunpowder is going to be in a short supply. Therefore, ammunition is going to probably be harder to find, or the prices will be going up. Not that the prices have come down uh, a lot. Um, I know in my area, every once in a while, the place that I get some ammo from, they run a sale on certain pew pews and are the seeds, and I buy it up when I can. So, what do we got going on? Old Mutt, welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. I let my wife handle the light work. She had a black belt. All right, there you go. Go Slink and Venmo or buy me a coffee. Okay. But yeah, folks, if you have the ability to get a couple extra boxes, I suggest you do that. I This is the part of my channel that I don't like doing. Um, I'm not trying to um, warmonger anybody. Everybody knows we all are in the same chats and a lot of channels, and we all see the same stuff. We're all grown adults, and allegedly, Vision Preparedness knows a guy. All right. Standalone, I don't think so, but I'm not 100% sure if that's how that works or not. Vision, would you know the answer to that? If someone rewatches a video that they've already watched, if that counts towards watch hours, I don't know. I'm not familiar with all how that works. So, but um, anyways, if you can get some extra boxes, that does not count. Vision said. Okay. All right. So now that we know. But anyways, like I said, if you can um, get a couple extra boxes and build your supply up, I highly suggest it. And you'll have it for a rainy day or a shit hit the fan situation, and you'll be good to go. So, and then obviously, one of the other issues, okay, needs to be a different YouTube account. All right. No problem. I'm not worried about it. Katrinka wants to know how I've been feeling lately. Um, Stressed out about this whole losing the job thing, the whole finances, the future, but the headaches are still there, and I deal with it as best I can. The sensitivity is still there. Um, so yeah, steel and tree. I'm new to this stuff, so I mean, I've been doing it for a year, but I'll have to look into how to do the playlist stuff. So I'm not really concerned about becoming monetized. So from everything I heard from good people like Vision and Hudson Valley Prepping, you really don't make a whole lot, anyways. So, but I appreciate it, Katrika. Prayers are always welcome. So, but yeah, the self defense stuff is important to have because if something bad were to happen, you definitely need the protection to keep the stuff that you have prepared for all these years and everything that you have. You got to keep that stuff safe. And there's going to be idiots out there that have not prepared like we have, and so they're going to want to try to take your stuff, and that's not going to happen here. But anyways, on to this was another thing here. I wanted to read this little article here. So California, the wonderful state of California, has come out with Assembly Bill 1333, and it doesn't prohibit homeowners from using self-defense in their homes. But what it does do is it aims to clarify the circumstances under which homicide is not justifiable, particularly when lethal force could have been avoided by retreating or when engaging in mutual combat or provoking another. It says this bill does not affect the Castle Doctrine, which allows homeowners to use deadly force in their homes if they reasonably perceive a threat of imminent harm. That is freaking crazy that they're trying to do that, because I'm sorry, I'm not freaking running away from my stuff. This is my house. So you're going to charge me with the crime because I don't run out of my house and retreat because someone's breaking the law by coming into my house uninvited? Yeah, that's what they're saying, Coffee. That's nuts. What kind of ass backwards thought is that? There's absolutely no way um, that's going to happen in my house. I have a sign out that there is um, there's no warning shots, and I guess I need to get one that says there is no retreat. So, um, for one, uh, I stopped running when I got out of the Marine Corps, so I'm not running from shit. So, and that because I am a Marine, I'm definitely not running. I will stand my ground and I will fight. And I guess, like Vision said, call 811 so you know where to dig, right? So, um, I forget who it was. Somebody said on another live, I think they were talking about this, was the fact that they'd probably nail you for digging a hole in your backyard without a permit. So, yep, I have a backyard and a shovel as well. Absolutely. Yes, call before you dig. Oh, TWP off the wall prepper, welcome in. Good to see you. So, but yeah, that's crazy. So let me see what else we got here. All right. So talking about the next thing is food. Now I know everybody tells you to stock up on beans, beans, bullets, and band-aids, right? So this is the beans part. So looking at this, the United States exports approximately 25% of the grain it produces. And so we'll see how that number dwindles down. Oh, let me see. Hold on a minute. What did Steel and Tree say? my last comment about the playlist. Okay, let me see. Tap the three buttons next to the video and title, tap or click save the playlist, create playlist name, and choose public options. You can add videos to the playlist anytime. Okay, all right, I'll look into it. Appreciate it. I've dropped the link a couple times. If anybody has anything that they want to come up and say, you're more than welcome to. But the whole food part. So you need water, you need food, and you need protection to protect those said things. And obviously, you need a place to stay dry, stay warm, stay cool. So you need a place to live as well. Off the wall prepper, I am doing all right. Just dealing with the headaches and stuff like that, but it's an everyday thing. So. Click next to the StreamYard link. And you can does that work? Let me look. What's going on, Ghosty?
What's up, brother? And chat.
Another beautiful day in Ohio. Storm is now in my area. So
good old Monday in Ohio.
Yep, absolutely. Tigger454 said I just had to restart all my tomatoes, eggplants because they all of a sudden died. Never had this happen before. Oh, that sucks. I just got my I don't know, maybe last week I got my green beans, my bush beans, my Kentucky Wonders, my sugar snap peas, another sugar pea, my lettuce. I got several different kinds of lettuces, all put in the ground. My carrots are popping up. They're looking good. So.
Gonna grow them taters.
Yep. I get them taters in there and the sweet potatoes, and then I got to work on my back garden, and I was going to put some raised beds in, but I think what I'm going to do is build my platform, my 3-tier platform garden that I did with my 5-gallon bucket. I think I'm going to move that stuff out back there and free up some of the driveway space. So we'll see.
I got a crazy idea. I'll have to share with you later about your 3-tier system. Okay. It's a pondry. Because I don't garden. I don't. I do hydroponics, not dirt gardening. So it's an idea. I'm like, I'm curious. Does this work in this mannerism? So I'll chat with you later about that one.
All right, sounds good.
Because it's a shenanigan idea, and I don't want to be like, oh, hey, if you do this and this, because I stayed at a Holiday Inn for 2 minutes. Hey, yeah, literally 2 minutes.
If you stay at a Holiday Inn Express, then you can fly a plane, right? So you could probably do a garden.
It was 2 minutes. There was issues in the lobby. I'll just leave it at that. I had fun, but everyone else didn't.
Have a good one, Metal Spawn. Enjoy dinner.
Later, Metal Spawn. I hope it's good eats.
All my Easter lilies died. I hate to admit it, but it's not food, so maybe I'm still okay. Oh.
We had, what do you call that? The leaf.
What's going on, Vision?
Like down
out here with your nephew.
like down here, all our vegetation woke up, started growing and sprouting and spawning and blooming, and then all of it just died. The trees, the flowers, the grass, everything. And then it had to restart. It's just now starting to come back. It was weird. It's like, I've never seen that. And I've been here, 18 plus years in this area, literally here. And it's like, wait, what? How does that happen? So that was strange. I've never seen that. The oak trees, the maples, every flower, even the pine trees, they died this winter. Oh, I thought they were dead. Then they woke up and I'm like, oh, they're good. And then they went completely dead and dropped. And I'm like, what's going on? And now they're green as can be.
Have a good night, Coffee. Thank you for coming in.
Good night, Coffee.
Get some
Later,
sleep.
Coffee. Don't forget your cookies.
And get out of top chat.
Yeah, why? I mean, we got to have a wrench in a top chat. I'm just saying.
True. Yeah, I'm not. Go ahead. Go.
No, go ahead. I was just going to say, I think it was Hudson Valley's live today that I think it was Robert Bates or Rob Beat, one of them, I can't remember, removed her top chat status.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm outside with your nephew as he fiddle farts around in the yard and in the woods and tried to collect some toes from the frogs, and of course he got nothing other than Ryle.
I know. I was just going to say the same thing. It looks bright there. It's dark as heck can be here.
Because I live in Zion, and the sun always shines in Zion. Okay, plain and simple.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Enough. That's fair enough. I don't mind the dark, so it don't bother me none.
I was born in the dark, so
I do. I'm not even saying it.
I was born in the
dark. Nope.
Are you done? Are you done fiddle farting around? Yeah, see, y'all's nephew.
There's that big booger.
Yeah.
He's like, nope, I smell a squirrel. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, you're done. Good. Thank you.
Thundering, that rattled the house.
I heard that one.
Yeah, we had thunder earlier, and we had light rain earlier. Come on, Cole. House.
Yeah, we were supposed to have rain all day today, and that changed. It was sunny and nice out.
Same here.
Got the yard mowed.
We had the light mist, the beautiful breeze, the nice 60-degree. I mean, it was perfect. But tonight we're supposed to get things are going to get rattling and everything else. And looking out the window, yeah, I'd say it's a good possibility. I mean, literally down here, a good fart and a telephone pole falls over and we lose power. So
exactly. Let's get your feet wiped off. Y'all's nephew is rotten. So he's standing by his closet where his towels are. And he's like, Dad, are you going to wipe my feet off? I said, just stood there. I went on down the hallway and turned around, and he's standing there like, excuse me, did you forget to do something?
Got him trained.
Yeah, exactly. And he stood in his spot until he got his feet wiped off.
I mean,
because
you could get him.
His mama don't play that. So
you could get him doggy boots, but I don't think they make a size 12 in puppies.
Yeah, she talked about that. I said, you will never do that.
So normally when I buy stuff from Costco, it's usually a pretty good product, and I watch what I buy there. But I bought this rug that's supposed to take the dirt off the pet's feet when they come in.
Yeah, right.
How'd
that work out for you? It did.
I had mud prints on my couch. Thank God it's not a new couch or a white couch, because oh man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I
no,
planted
Cole,
grass
he,
seed in a spot that my dog
uh-huh.
dug up a couple holes, and she just started doing that last year. And I filled it in and planted grass, and then over the winter she dug at it some more, and then this spring she really tore the backyard up. So
Yeah, Cole doesn't dig. He just chases and bites and chews and eats.
yep.
So, yeah. But yeah, we finally got him to the point where, he knows if he's outside and it's wet, snow, whatever, he has to get his feet wiped off because he's a diva. Yeah, I'm talking about you. And so he'll come in and stand at his spot until you literally wipe off his feet, and he just looks at you like, hello. So
Peter says you have to teach your dog to wipe their feet.
yeah.
So I got a question here. So doing my little research for the topics tonight, what percent of fruits, fresh fruits that is sold in the United States, what percent do you think is imported?
All of it.
An extensively high percentage.
Somewhere between 75 to 85. Yep.
So this
all of it.
information is from the USDA, Department of Agriculture.
Yeah, it's
And
trustable.
between 2007 and 2021, the percentage of fresh fruit and vegetables availability supplied by importers grew from 50 to 60% for fresh fruit.
2021. Yeah, 2021.
And
That's
20 to 38% for fresh vegetables, excluding potatoes, sweet potatoes, and mushrooms.
I don't eat fungus.
That's
That's what
nuts.
she said.
So
That
another
is nuts.
you're not late, Pete. You're here. You're here.
Good to
Great
see you.
evening, the roving
How's the
prepper.
storms hitting there?
He's watching his neighbors blow around going, woohoo, getting that land cheap.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Unless he
that
likes
just
his neighbors.
boggles my mind. 50 to 60% of our fresh fruit that we buy in the market, grocery stores or whatever, is imported.
That's crazy.
I get mine direct from farmers markets, and I only buy it seasonally.
Same here. Yep.
Yeah.
Farmers markets in my own garden.
I don't eat fruit very often, though.
Well,
So
that's one of the reasons that I'm not trying to rub it in, Vision, but that's one of the reasons why I got the freeze dryer is to
whatever.
freeze
Who
dry
cares? Who cares?
Noogie!
the fresh fruit
Wow.
and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And the
Right.
vegetables.
I mean, yeah.
That way I have
Yes.
it,
Yeah, see, if I'd have got my freeze dryer, I'd already have a half a orchard freeze dry. See, but no.
How about no?
No. Yeah, it's okay. I still love you.
Hey, Black.
Dance Paladin,
Rabble
welcome
Jam.
in, welcome in.
You still my guy. You still my dude.
What is going on?
Hey there, the roaming prepper.
Hey, what's going on with you,
How you
Pete? How
guys
you
doing?
doing, bro? Good, and you?
All right, let's see the shine. Come on now. Let's see that shine.
I'm telling you. Woo.
All right, there you go.
Oh, wait a minute. You think of your, please, come on now, y'all.
See?
Look at that. There's the shine right there. Boom.
That's turtle waxed, baby. You can't
That's
beat
turtle
that.
wax.
Hey, I got
That's
the
right.
shine, and I still got
I'm
some
telling you.
fluff on the top.
Yeah.
Let
Actually,
it go,
depending
bro.
on the lighting, we gotta wear a hat or else it'll like shine on
Exactly.
the camera.
Knock the
Exactly.
camera out. You'd be like, hey, the sun came in the window.
Hey, and I have
Mhm.
sunburned the top of my head once, and I will never do that again. That was awful.
Yep.
I was
Same
throwing up
here.
and everything. That was terrible.
I turned
How
it
long
on
did you
light
feel?
black. I almost
I've
lost
always
my
wondered with bald people, How? Okay, so I'll take you as an example. Both of you guys, you're both bald,
Mhm.
but yet you have a full beard.
It's just gravity. You get old
Come on.
and the hair just went down.
It's
Yeah.
got to
Yeah.
grow somewhere.
That's true.
Although I always had the ability to grow an epic beard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same here.
Ugh.
I choose to
Head-
trim mine.
How's the storm there in Texas?
Well, it cut north of us, but it beat up a town just out to the northwest. And you can see the trees barely. Everything's floating around out here. So there are 8 different tornado chasers in a town about 30 minutes north of me.
Oh wow!
Wow.
And they just had them on the local news. They're all like, there's a bunch of them at McDonald's, like they were having a little reunion, and they're all eating burgers, and they're checking their cameras, and then they all peeled out one after the other. It was crazy. Hopefully they don't get hurt out here.
McDonald's
Yeah.
is definitely not the place I want to go stop to eat before I go tornado chasing.
I know.
No, definitely not.
Oh, Lord, no.
Yeah. No.
Oh, there's that McRib, and we're
Yeah, I
in
know,
that 5.
God.
Not a good time.
Yeah, your cameraman farts while you're trying to drive away from a damn
Exactly.
tornado. That'd be awful, man. That's paint peeling stuff right there.
Yep.
Shouldn't
That's
have
gonna
had the
be goes to be like, ugh.
We got a lot of storm here.
Oh damn.
I haven't eaten McDonald's in over 2 years now, and I
haven't had it in over 30 years.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're not cheap anymore. Remember, they used to be like, oh, you can go there and eat cheap, and you kind of traded off the value for the fact that it wasn't expensive.
Yep.
Man, I went to get an Egg McMuffin. I was in the middle of nowhere. That was like that or some janky place that would give me poison.
cheap laxatives.
Yeah, and I went and got what is it, Egg McMuffin and a coffee and the little fry things. $12.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the hash browns. It's $12.
Yeah.
No, I could have gone made my own on the hood of the car.
Exactly.
Chance says it's an F5 McRib lookout.
It isn't a $5 McRib. It's terrible.
Right, Chance.
You just need to keep a cast iron skillet with you, Pete. And then when the road's super hot, you fry your whole lunch there on the side. You know,
I'm telling you.
just cover your head. You don't want to burn that shit.
No.
I literally, long time ago, I burned the half inch of the top part of my ear is completely black. I almost lost the top part of my ears.
Oh, how the hell did you do that, man?
Cleaning pools, taking care of the property, and I have no feeling in my ears, so I don't know when they're burning. I don't know when they're hurting.
That's
I
what
don't
she
feel
said.
them. And literally, at the end of the day, they're like, your ears are black. And I'm like, what? I had to go to the dermatologist. I had to go get cancer screenings and everything. They're like, you do that again, we're going to have to cut the top of your ears off.
Oh,
I'm like,
geez.
great. I'd even look special more than I do now. Thank you. So
Yeah, no.
now I got the boonie hat, and I'm just like,
Oh,
yeah,
I keep hats in my truck just for that purpose. But also when you're out here, I mean, there's dust and everything.
I hate wearing hats, but now it's like, yep, not an option. I just want to find the ones I
can't
like.
wear hats, so I guess I'm getting burnt, or I have to put some sunscreen or something on.
Can you do a do-rag, man?
Dude, sunscreen will kill you, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Read the chemicals that are in sunscreen.
I know. We didn't use it when we went to Florida.
You're better off using Flex Seal.
You might as well. You might as well.
The sad thing is that's a rubberized coating. It wouldn't soak into your skin, but damn, it's gonna hurt when you peel it off.
Oh God.
Yes, it will.
Chance remembers when it was $4 for 2 egg and cheese sandwiches. Yeah, you ain't getting nothing for $4.
Well, yeah. Remember $5 footlong? Now it's a $6.99 6-inch sub, and it sucks
It's
for
not
you.
sick.
I mean,
that's what she said, and she won't eat it. She won't eat it anyway.
My granddaughter asked me. She goes, "Papa, do you love McDonald's?" And I'm like, "No, I don't love McDonald's." She got sad. I thought she was going to start crying.
Yeah.
do you remember the playgrounds in the McDonald's?
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah. My son used to play in those. Yes. Exactly. Those are gone.
We were poor
And
kids.
you-
That was like the place to go, and
To
you'd launch
go
your friends,
exactly.
Oh yeah.
go
Yeah,
flying
you
into
jump.
the damn Hamburglar and the Grimace.
Yeah, exactly. Jump in the pit of balls and have to come out and get a tetanus shot. Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
We used to
hepatitis
I-
B.
What was that? The bacon, egg,
yeah.
and cheese biscuit, and put the hash brown on the bacon, egg, and cheese
Yep.
biscuit. Oh,
hmm
now it's like, yeah, that's a $15 sandwich. Nope.
Yeah.
Well,
That ain't happening.
I was flipping through, I think it was YouTube, watching different shorts or whatever, and they had there's a movie out about how McDonald's started, and
Yeah.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to think
Ray
of the
Kroc.
actor that was there,
Mhm.
that
Ray-
was the lead
Oh,
actor, but
it was. Oh shit! It wasn't Tom Hanks. It was the other dude.
No, it was the other guy.
But
I can't think
he
of
went
Michael
to
Keaton.
McDonald's for the first McDonald's and wanted to know how they got it done so fast, and then they franchised it out. It was actually a pretty good movie.
Wasn't
so.
it Michael Keaton? Not Michael.
Yes,
Michael.
Yeah, it was
Yes,
Yeah,
Michael
yes.
Keaton.
Yep.
I should call him.
Yep.
Yeah, I went to when I lived in Chicago. I went to the very first McDonald's ever built, which is now it's a museum.
Okay.
What are you grumping about?
You
dude?
don't eat White Castle when it was in Ohio because you were guaranteed burger in, bathroom out instantly. There was no. You don't eat the frozen White Castle
Hey,
burger.
in
today.
Roswell, New Mexico, there is a McDonald's that's shaped like a UFO.
Oh, really?
But when I went to take pictures, it was under construction, so I couldn't get a good photo of it. And I'm like, I'll have to come back and I'll put that on
Okay.
YouTube.
There's nothing wrong.
Welcome in, Tactical Muffin Top.
Hey, Tactical Muffin Top, good evening.
Hey, what's
Hey,
up?
XNYC's in chat too.
What's going on, X?
Hey, X, I got an email coming to you after this live. I'll send you the information.
Oh, you're gonna share your OnlyFans link with him? Yeah, I see how it is.
Yeah, nobody needs to see that. That's terrible.
No, he emailed me and asked me about one of my products that I have that I built. So.
That would be only trauma, not only fans.
Only drama. Hey, there you go.
Hey, maybe
XNYC's a
maybe
good
you're
dude,
onto
though.
something, Ghost. Maybe that's now that I don't have a job, maybe I could do the OnlyFans and I could I don't know, maybe do my woodworking and shirtless or something. Not that anybody would want to see that, but
Dude, the funniest thing is I know a guy that does OnlyFans. He wears full clothes, full safety gear, and does welding.
Yeah.
And he makes money from it.
okay.
Oh, well, you'd be shocked. And it's not always like a perverted thing. Some people just genuinely
Most of
have this fascination with, I don't know, heavy
People doing
equipment
stuff.
or, yeah, and they're like, or
Yeah.
cooking.
Yeah.
And they're like, I want to see how you make, I don't know, filet on a cast iron. And they'll sit there and watch you for an hour doing that.
Yeah. It's crazy.
You're absolutely right, Katrinka. The older we get, we can't tolerate the fast food. Well, between that and the ingredients changes, the McDonald's burgers are not the same as they were
No.
back in the day.
Yeah,
No, it's all shit.
I'll be back, guys. I gotta drop, guys.
All right.
No worries, man. Be good, man.
Take care of it, brother.
No, but you like the Pop-Tarts, right? They had
Yeah.
like 10 ingredients.
I haven't eaten
And-
them in like 20 years.
No, we bought some, but they're all wimpy now. They're all skinny. They look more like funky toast.
Yep,
Yeah.
you can't
And-
eat them out of the bag. It's like, ugh,
Yeah, it doesn't taste
nope.
awesome at all.
All the stuff from our childhood growing up. I mean, the cereals and stuff like that. I mean, it's crazy. And I was hoping that when this new administration got in here, and of course, I have to be patient because
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of
Well,
time.
it takes time is the problem.
it took 40 years, 50 years to get where we are now. So it's not going to
Poison.
be fixed anytime soon. So we
No.
got to be patient. But the crazy thing about it is, take Fruit Loops, for example. The same company that makes Fruit Loops for the American sales make the same Fruit Loops for the European sales, and they don't have the red dyes and shit in it because that's
No.
just
Well, didn't they just
Man.
ban the red dyes
Yeah.
and all those funky dyes like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
well,
Well, remember Toaster Strudel?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was like, you get out in the morning and you walked into the kitchen, your parents are like, hey, it's like, oh, what did I do right or did I do something wrong and I'm gonna pay for it later? Now you get it and it's like, this is shit.
Yeah.
And
Well, you know what really made me realize it is, because we're on the border, you get a bunch of produce from Mexico, and we get the Mexico Cokes in the glass bottles that are made with
Yeah.
cane sugar. I will
Ooh.
drink one with, whatever lunch I'm having, and I'm good. I don't want any more soda. I drink an American Coke, and I'm thirsty at the end of it, and then I want another one.
Yep.
And I swear they put stuff in there to make that reaction.
yes. He drinks that Mexican Coke and he's like, am I talking fast? Am I good? Am I good? Am I good? Can I
Oh,
focus?
you
Am I
get
great?
loaded. God. Well, it has like water, whatever flavoring,
Water, cane sugar,
and then caffeine.
yeah. Yeah. It's base ingredients, what we grew up with. And now, as we've progressed through our lives, because we're all within roughly the same area and age, is now it's like, okay, it used to be 3 ingredients, it went to 4. Okay. Now it's 50 ingredients. Why does it take 50 ingredients to make this bottle of liquid? It don't. Why does it take 100
Because
ingredients to
it's
make a
cheaper to
pickle?
give us a chemical than to actually put a
Yes.
product.
Facts. It's easier to poison you than to
Well-
let you grow and be happy and healthy, because then a certain group of people don't make money off you being happy and healthy, and it's a vicious cycle now. That's why I quit eating all that. I eat only meat, very rare carbs, literally very rare carbs, at least once a day or and I've felt the difference. And it took my body 3 months to adjust to just eating meat and occasionally vegetable carbs and vegetable starches and water. And it's wow.
Yeah, Mexican Coke is the only Coke I'll drink. And do you know they're getting ready to stop making that?
Really?
Where in
Yeah,
Mexico?
they're getting ready to stop making Mexican Coke, the original formula. Cane sugar. Yeah, they're getting ready to stop making it.
Wow.
Well, I can still get it in Mexico if they're making it down there.
I'm with you, Pete. I buy it by the case, and now a case of Mexican Coke is like $32.
Oh, it's expensive. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's silly. Well, I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, even like pastas, the enriched pasta, and you look at
Yep.
at like the organic pasta has durum wheat, salt, and that's it. I think that's it. 2 ingredients. It doesn't have, riboflavin, all this other stuff.
Right.
And I can make like fettuccine, put in organic sauce if I don't make my own. And I don't feel bloated. I eat and I'm content. But if I eat all the enriched crap, oh, absolutely. Like your body is, now that I'm paying attention because everyone's talking about it, I'm like, man, this food is garbage. Like,
Yep, it is.
Well, and that's why I want to get to the point, because of, when I started my journey of preparedness more and more, and watching other content creators, and they, before I started with the wheat berries, the flour that you buy at the store, all the nutrients is pretty much stripped out of it.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. There ain't nothing in there anymore.
So that's why I started with the wheat berries and getting the organic wheat berries, because then I can make my own flour and I have the nutrients in it that the body needs. So
Yep.
Yeah.
it just
And I make my own bread.
Yeah.
and I want to get to that point, and now obviously I have the time to do it now. So right now is probably the perfect time to learn how to do that stuff, and so.
Well, see, that's the other thing
Cool.
is the time it takes to properly make a good meal that is sustainable, nutrient rich, and everything else is more time
Get in here.
than it would take to go buy something off the shelf and throw it in the oven for $4.25 for and that's the thing, is that's what the population has been programmed into is, hey, I can
Convenience.
cook this in 20 minutes and feed all these little heathen ass heads over here and we're good. But see, you've just poisoned all these little ass heads and yourself. And that's like my parents, they taught me how to cook. Yes, it takes time, but it's worth it. You know, I
Mhm.
watch this as a person in
Absolutely.
my family who she's recently, last 2 years, she started doing that. She started
Yep.
cooking, like cooking, and not doing the preheated shenanigans and craziness.
No.
And
Mm-mm.
you know, and guys on panel, except for Pete, has met my nephews. Dude, they're almost 7 foot tall now because they're
Mhm.
getting the nutrients in a way
Yeah.
that their body's like, oh hell yeah, let's go. But
Yep.
that's not what they want. They don't want us to grow, to be strong, to be us. They want us to be, oh yes, thank you very much. That's what
Yeah.
they want.
Well,
So
like Stan Zalone says, they don't want us healthy,
No.
because
no, they don't.
you
Right.
eat that crap with all the chemicals and stuff. I mean, you look at the labels of the stuff that you eat or that you buy at the store, and you can't even pronounce 90% of the stuff.
No.
Lay down.
I can pronounce
No.
it, but I
And
don't know what the heck
even
it is.
from just a financial standpoint, I can make a
Yeah.
better steak here. I'll go and, buy an expensive fillet, spend $20-$30 on a couple of pieces of really good cut meat, and I'll still come out ahead, because if I bought that same thing in a restaurant, it'd be $150.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how
I
much
can
of it's
get a
going to be
good
water?
bottle of wine for $20 or $30 and the steaks for 30 and make my own.
Yep.
And still come
Well,
out ahead.
Well,
And
that's
that's
what
expensive.
I did that several years ago, and I got Vision involved in it.
Yeah.
We split a cow last year,
Yep.
and the quality of it is
Oh
unbeatable.
yeah.
I mean, when you
I'd put it
ground,
up against anybody.
when,
Oh, yeah.
when the beef that we got, when you make tacos, you don't have to drain it because there's hardly any
No.
grease.
Correct.
A lot of the
And the
times that's not
steaks are
even.
amazing. And I'm talking host. I'm
Oh yeah.
talking
I believe it.
steaks that would make you smack yourself, because you would probably get half of that from the grocery store and spend $30-$40 for that same
yeah.
cut.
The sad thing is with that is a lot of that is not actually grease. It's the nitrogen injection that breaks the sinew down in the
Mhm.
meat that causes
Yeah.
that. It's not even really grease. It's a chemical reaction in the beef that creates that. And water.
And that's
that
one of the
water.
things I love here is the HEB chain in Texas. They source from all the states around us and from Mexico.
Hey Sherry.
So nothing has traveled more than a state. And they butcher
Right.
the meat in the back of these big facilities. I mean, they make fresh
Right.
sourdough bread.
Oh,
So it's almost as close as you can get to homemade without
Got it.
being homemade.
Yeah.
And
Right.
when you're busy, but God, you compare it to a restaurant, the restaurants now are garbage.
I love sourdough bread. That is the best on the planet.
My daughter-in-law started making it at her house for the baby, and she brought us a loaf. It was phenomenal.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
epic.
My son married the daughter of a homesteader. I couldn't have been happier about that.
I had sourdough chocolate chip cookies for the first time, and they
Oh,
were
wow.
freaking amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's a
tell you
whole
what
different
it is.
attitude.
Well, gentlemen, I got to bounce. Looks like I'm getting a work call. You guys be good.
Okay,
Thanks for having me, Devil Dog.
All right, thank you, Pete. Have a good one. Stay
You
safe.
guys be
Hey,
good,
Pete.
dudes. Good to see you, man.
Great night.
Stand down. Take care.
Working on
Pete.
something for you, by the way, Pete.
But have you guys, Cole, would you, good Lord.
Cole, go get your bone, you little butt nut.
I think his mama's home.
Uh-oh.
I can't tell. No, she's not home. See? No.
Well, yeah, the last part of what I had to talk tonight was about the food, and the ingredients of store-bought stuff versus, raising your own vegetables and your own animals if you have the ability to do it. But
Toxicity.
there are some companies out there that make a good product. I know Keystone Meats, which is made here in Ohio. It's just meat and water. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no preservatives in it, and the stuff lasts forever. The best by date is like 6-7 years out.
Exactly. Have y'all, Shush, Cole, have y'all ever had goat's milk?
No.
No.
Dude,
I have, yeah.
goat's milk is 1,000 times better to drink for you than cow's milk.
Really?
I love the cheese too. Oh my
Yes.
god, feta cheese. Oh, it has its own smell, its own flavor. It's epic.
Yes. Goat's
We have
milk
a
is and go ahead. I'm sorry, Ghost. Go ahead.
no. I was just gonna say we have a place here that does pizza with goat's cheese, and you get a glass of chocolate goat's milk.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah. So
God,
goat's milk is you can get it. I mean, you can buy it in the stores unpasteurized. It's amazing. And the thing that really got me is I was talking to my breeder about the second pup, and that's what he feeds the pups to help relieve the mother from them feeding off of her all the time. He
Wow.
feeds the pups, he'll supplement with goat's milk, which makes these guys grow, exponentially.
Yeah.
it's a lot more filling, heavier milk.
Yes, and it's more nutritious,
Oh, way
100
more.
times more nutritious than cow's milk.
Yeah,
That's
and the
awesome.
cheese is
Tiger
epic.
Tiger got a rebate from her treatments.
Good,
Huh?
Cool.
Oh
So
wow,
it's always good to
good,
get money in the mail.
good, awesome.
that's epic.
I just dropped like $1,500 last night paying some medical bills.
I got a
Yeah.
doctor's
Ugh.
appointment next week, and I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Not talking about that here.
Katrinka says that she's allergic to goat and feta cheese. Very sad for her.
Sorry to hear that.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you get cows that are not pasteurized and not played with and screwed with, that milk's okay too if you can't have goat's milk. But
Right.
you got to make sure that milk coming from that cow is literally from that cow, and you know what went in that cow.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
The
know?
other thing is I'm making my own butter now
Awesome.
out of uh um good Lord.
Heavy cream?
Heavy cream. Yes. Throw it
I've
in
done that
the KitchenAid and whip it,
There you
and
go.
it freaking turns into butter. Throw it in some ice water with ice cubes in it and shape it, and then oh my God. You talk about, that's like making ghee. I mean, the richness of the butter is
Mhm.
crazy. And of course, the leftover juice per se after whipping it is buttermilk.
There you go.
Mhm.
So
That's
you
awesome.
could drink that. Yeah.
Mhm.
We're trying to get away from store-bought stuff completely.
X says he drinks too much milk because he loves the taste, but it much raises estrogen man boobs than push-ups bench press.
I don't drink milk. I don't drink milk unless I know the source 100%, and I don't drink pasteurized.
Well, there's
Exactly, Tiger.
so much sugar and everything added to it,
Yep.
and all this other stuff, and it's just and during the start of the old pokey stuff, and I stopped getting milk at where I normally got it at because I'd buy a new gallon of milk, and before I'd even open it up, I
It's
would go
done.
to open it up, a fresh new gallon, and it was already disgusting.
Rancid.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell,
Right. Right.
That's why I quit drinking it unless I get it from the cow. I just,
Yep.
I don't. Nope.
We're switching to goat's milk. Found a local farmer here, and what is this, May? Our farmers market starts up here, I think, in the next 3 weeks.
I think ours start next week.
Yeah, and he said I'll be at the farmers market. I said I will come and I will buy it from you every week.
Nope.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder
Exactly,
if we
stands alone. Mm-hmm.
You
Oh,
gotta
by
try
the way,
the
the
chocolate
last
chip
night-
sourdough cookies.
can do
Mhm.
that.
right. So just to let you know, see, because I'm that guy, My daughter comes in and said, "Dad, I got you a piece of chocolate cake," which was very good. So
That looked
last
good.
last night's dessert was chocolate cake and coffee. Mhm.
Now I will tear up some chocolate cake, but other than that, brownies. I like brownies occasionally.
Yeah, I'm not a big brownies fan. I mean, they're okay.
I like them when the core's molten chocolate.
Yes, and that's how the COO makes them.
Or you
With-
or you do the mix with the molten chocolate and the peanut butter. Oh,
Nah, just chocolate. That's it.
I have a recipe. It's chocolate brownies with molten chocolate, strawberry filling.
Mhm.
Oh, that's like diabetes in a handbag. It's like,
Mm.
oh yeah, baby.
And a scoop of vanilla bean ice cream. Oh, now we talking.
I use chocolate ice cream, but yeah. I don't like vanilla
Okay.
for some reason. There's something about the smell and the flavor I never connected with. I don't know why.
Oh, right. OVP. So if I bring chocolate cake to the bug out weekend, do you think I'm going to share?
Good luck.
I'm just saying. Allegedly.
Dude,
Allegedly.
the bartering system is gonna be off the chart for that shit.
You no, because I got enough stuff to bring home in my truck, and no. If I bring chocolate cake to the bug out weekend, you won't know it until the pan is empty.
Well, 229 hours and 48 minutes. Check-in starts.
You got a timer set on your computer, don't you, Brad?
No, I
Yeah, of
don't.
course he does. It's an app on his phone. So believe it or not, me last night I started 2 totes of stuff to bring. So I'm looking at there's a tote with all the prizes we're giving away. And then there's a tote with my gear and administration stuff. And I'm looking at that tote and I said, I'm forgetting something.
Everything.
And then it hit me this morning. Name badges.
Oh yeah.
So I ordered those from Amazon. They'll be here tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, I
Oh,
got
Lord.
the engraving system back up and running finally after I talked to the manufacturer, got the right parts and everything. They're cool. They ship within a couple days. So I'll be able to finish everything that I'm going to bring the bug out, including the stuff for your welcome bag.
Thank you. You hear your nephew?
Yep.
Mom's home. Listen to him
Hola,
watch.
COO.
Watch, he's gonna start whining. Sit.
And then I got something for Brad. I got some stuff to get done.
Man, is that freaking raining out?
Yeah. We got no rain here.
And I should say this: I've used Devil Dog's name on this live. I've used Vision's live name on this live. My name is Daniel. So there
Hi,
it is.
Daniel. Hi, Daniel.
I should share that because I've said Brad and I've said Trent, and I don't do that normally. So I am Daniel, which you guys know.
AKA the engineer.
There you go.
I'm an illusion.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Not fast enough, stand alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't coming quick enough.
Well, that's kind of a good thing because that gives us time to get everything ready for it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, it always happens. It always takes forever to get here, and then before you know it, we're driving home and it's over with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to let y'all know, I did look at the weather, and it looks like it's going to thunderstorm Sunday of the bug out weekend. I bet it.
Well, that's pack up bacon time, so that's okay.
Yes, there's your mother right there. Lord have mercy.
Hola, COO. Miss you.
Everybody says hola. Yes. But yeah, it's supposed to rain Sunday. So there you go, folks. So bring your rain gear. Bring your long johns, bring your shorts, bring your t-shirts, bring your thermos. I don't know. Bring your hot tent. There you go. You'll be
and in the 80s.
and in the
Except
80s.
At night's supposed to be chilly.
66, 65.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
I have to sleep with clothes on. Dang it.
Please do. And
I
I
will.
did confirm today from my guy Anthony, we will have custom Bug Out Weekend 2025 t-shirts for sale.
I want
Awesome.
one. I want one.
There you go.
I definitely want one of them.
And allegedly there's only 2 that will have a special type of t-shirt. 2.
I still like that T-shirt that I sent the group chat.
Yes, I like that too. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Look at my amazing wife.
Can't get your
here.
camera off.
I know you can't see her, and yes, the camera is off because that's my wife.
I see COO.
COO.
Everybody says hi, COO. She said,
Much hugs for the hardworking lady.
He said, Ghost said, much hugs for the hardworking lady. She said, I need it.
Yeah. No, Ohio Valley prepping pants are not optional. It's a child-friendly environment.
Yes, that is not optional. Correct. Unless you want to go to jail, that's on you. I
Well,
got
you
no
wear
problem.
shorts. They're not pants. They're shorts.
That's
They're
true.
still-
You can wear
They're
shorts.
still junk covers.
Man, I wish I'd have had the right size when I was at Kohl's. They had a pair of pajama bottoms that had axes on them. That would have been perfect for Shad.
Yes.
I started buying these athletic material stuff. Ooh,
Yeah.
these are comfy. I'm like, now
Tiger
I see why
said,
everybody wears
well,
that.
can I have a t-shirt even though I can't go? So Tiger, because I love all of y'all and everybody, even those that couldn't make it to Bug Out Weekend, I will design that exact same t-shirt with the exact same logo and put it up in our swag shop after Bug Out Weekend.
There you go.
That'd be cool, and it'd say Bug Out Weekend 2025. I couldn't be there, but I was there in spirit.
Don't spoil the fun. Allegedly, it'll
Oh,
have its own thing on it, but it
There you
will
go.
be the same. It'll be the same logo. But yes,
Yeah, I guess
we think alike. You're fine, Ghost. We think alike. Yes.
I mean,
it will be.
I already got me a butt whooping from Brad and Shad and Dan coming. So hey, might as well add you into the mix. Sister
No need.
Mary's
No,
hard to hit me with the cane. I
hey.
already know that.
No need to. I need you. You're the engineer. I need you. We got
That's
stuff
okay.
to do and stuff to build.
I can function. I can function.
I understand. I know, but I need you at 175%.
Oh, good Lord.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yes.
200's breaking point for me.
Well, that's why I said 175. I need you at 170, especially when we start doing this one project in the backyard. I need you at 175%.
Kind of
Yes.
the other reason I've been focusing on myself and my body and my physical capacities, because I know the Ohio family needs their engineer to just be like, yeah, let's go.
Let's do this. Exactly.
And so far, I'm getting better at it.
Yep. You're welcome, Tiger. Yeah, I already thought of y'all. See, I don't leave nobody out. I try not to.
KP says there's supposed to be a homestead getting together in August here. Awesome.
Really? That's awesome,
Louisiana?
KP.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Devil
What's
Dog,
going
good
on,
to see
Devil
you.
Dog? Welcome in, Eddie.
It's all good. Hey, Devil Dog. If it didn't have to be off.
Man, do you know how many? This is for Devil Dog. Do you know how many cats that I go into and I don't see very many other people that I know there, and I typed something like "hello" or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, hey, Devil Dog, welcome in. Hey, I'm sorry I haven't seen you in a while, whatever." And I'm like, "Wrong, Devil Dog. That's Devil Dog from Texas. I'm Devil Dog from Ohio."
Oh, by the way, Ghost,
Yes, sir.
I did put your thing from KP in my tote
Awesome. I gotta finish his
that you haven't seen.
Yep. Nope.
I
No
have.
spoilers have been sent. Yeah, he's seen it. I haven't.
I'm not even going to tell you what it is or what it looks like. So it's
Thank you
wrapped
very
up
much.
in bubble wrap. And we'll just hand it to you with a bunch of other stuff since we didn't get together at Christmas and say, here, this is y'all's problem now.
What did
Mhm.
Peter say? Hey, if I don't have to be off so much to do cancer things, I could have been there this year. Ghostly can. Hey, we understand that, man.
We
It's all
understand,
good.
Tiger.
It's all good.
We
sister.
understand.
I'm referring now. Yeah.
But yeah,
It's all
I'm
good.
I'm looking forward
Hoorah,
to
Devil Dog. Hoorah. And thank you for
looking
your
forward to
service, bro.
bug out weekend.
Me
It's gonna be
too.
good.
Because
I can understand the cancer thing.
I need this. I need. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Need.
I was not a Marine, but I will say raw Devil Dog. I hope I
Yep.
said
What's
it
going
right.
on, Shorty? Welcome in. Welcome in.
Shorty.
I got to go pick up a couple more pork butts to finish off the
Okay, KP.
prepping items.
I wasn't a Marine, but I can supply them with crayons. How's that?
There you go.
I love the Marines. I love them all.
Box of
I love 'em all.
64. Yes.
Yeah, 64 of 2 colors. Well, 3 colors. Now I know
Yes.
the 3 colors in the Ohio family. So I got y'all.
Mhm.
Which I can't argue because those were my favorite colors too. I just never. Oh wait, yeah, I
Tiger
probably
says
did eat them.
next year, just wait. Then you're all going to be sorry you met me.
That's what she said.
So okay. Tiger,
Never sorry.
if the world is still in one piece, we may have a fall bug out weekend. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I know I'm a glutton for punishment, but I don't know if I can do twice in a year.
I got a wood stove.
PJ, have a good
I'm
night.
looking
Sorry I
forward to
didn't say hello to you, but hello and good evening.
PJ.
On your look on the dresser. Oh, okay. But yeah, I don't know if we can if I can stand 2 in a year. And when I mean stand, that means doing all the behind the scene administration stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, you got a whole family that's here to help. Come on now.
Okay, I
Absolutely.
understand that. That's only a piece of the puzzle. I mean, there's stuff y'all can't do that I gotta do.
Yep.
True,
You know.
but you can vent to us and be like, "Why is this 80 pages long?"
Okay, well, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's we still have to have our group video chat to go over, stuff. But
Oh, definitely. I know.
The COO saw me putting stuff in bins last night. She said, "Is it that time already?" I said,
Well,
"Yep."
that's a little different because it's there at your place. I mean, you could be like, "Hey guys, let's start. You guys want to come out and help me set this all in the back of the truck?" We'd be like, "Okay, we come early." I mean, we could do it. I mean, you know us. We got you.
Yeah, oh, I understand, bro. But I ain't gonna have you drive down here for 2.5 hours to spend, a half an hour, 45 minutes loading my truck.
I'd drive down there to eat dinner with you and say hi. Why would it matter?
Well, that's because there was pie.
No, that's Shad. I don't care about pie. I care about family. Family.
Because I put you to work when you come here.
Yeah, but that doesn't bother me because it's worthwhile to me, right?
That's
It's
true.
not like, hey, my toilet's clogged. Seriously, buy a plunger.
And I did.
Trent's
Yeah.
like, hey, what about this? What about this? I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
ooh, oh,
Exactly.
Well, he
did you
just
look into this?
makes a list so that way it's worth having you come down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
But when he comes, he has to bring welders and all this.
yeah, but see, the fun part with that is it gets my mind working, which I love. I hate to
True.
be bored and I hate to be lackluster. But when I go down there and he
Except
gets
on
my
Fridays.
brain working, I get his brain working, and he's like, oh shit. So it's like a it's like, dude, really? So I could buy this
Yeah.
and do that too? And it's like, yeah. He's like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's what we do.
Yes.
Hey, I guess Devil Dog did a Operation Rendezvous 3, and he said it's the last one he's going to organize.
I don't blame you, bro. This is my third year too, and I'm not hanging it up. I'm not. At least once a year, I'm not going to hang it up. But I will say this: if this keeps growing like it did this year, we have to find a new location.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
we have to. We'll have no choice.
No.
But oh yeah, and plus I got an email today from somebody that I will not mention that there will be boxes showing up at my house over the weekend.
awesome.
Shenanigans inbound.
Which means it's going to take me 2 days to do that.
I'm
He said he had
from
75 people show up at the Operation Rendezvous.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah.
Vision had to cut his off at 80.
Yep.
88.
And we still got more than 80 people showing up.
Yep.
I mean, I go on vacation technically this Friday, so I'll be free Sunday, Monday-ish.
Well, I told Junior, I said, I'm going to need you over here that Wednesday to help me pack all of the solar generators into the truck on Wednesday. And he was like, oh, I got you, Dad. Yeah, okay. We'll see when you see the Titan 3. Which weighs 120 pounds. Yeah. So
that
he's going to
reminds
help me
me.
pack the truck.
Devil Dog, this is in Dayton, Ohio. May 15th to the 18th.
I got something for Trent. I'm gonna give it to him. I don't need it. I don't need it. So I'm gonna bring that so he can have it. It's gonna make his life a lot easier.
Was it a lift? Exactly.
Did I see Teresa in here? There you go. There you go.
There's the snitch. She's taking notes. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm talking in code, because I knew our resident snitch was taking notes. So
Trent, Devil Dog wants to know how far from Columbus. Was that an hour?
Hour. Yes, Devil Dog. Hour west of Columbus.
Yeah.
Technically 45 minutes, but an hour, yes.
Here's something funny for Teresa. I frequently visit all the chats that she's in the live streams.
Mm-hmm.
I never comment because there's very few I comment in, and I usually comment in the comments, not during the lives or whatever. And I'll be honest with you, that mouth is pretty well sewn shut.
I know it is, unless you ask a direct question. Yeah, but if you ask the key, if you ask her this question, she's gonna sit there and tell everything on everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, but she don't spill them beans. So
no.
you ask.
Yeah.
She probably owes me a slap upside the head too. It's okay. Just warn me first.
It's all right. We love her anyway because she's our snitch.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah. She is a sweetheart. She is a sweetheart.
And I welcome the smack upside the back of the head. It's all good.
And she's got the bag of secrets that she has to bring.
Yes, indeed. Lord. You better be bringing that bag of secrets and firewood. Oh, that's right. We can't.
She's going to have to rent a U-Haul. She literally a U-Haul for that bag of secrets.
No, I'm not renting a U-Haul. If I rent a U-Haul, I'm canceling bug out weekend.
I was thinking about, because I got some issues with the Jeep. It's like, what if I go rent like the U-Haul or the truck from Menards or Lowe's, and I take it for the whole week? And I'm like, dude, that's cheap.
I got a cargo van.
Devil Dog, that would be cool. He said maybe next year. He has 2 Marine buddies that live in Columbus. And they want him to come and visit.
Awesome, Devil Dog.
Yeah, right? Stands alone. That bag is.
Yep, I grew up in Columbus. Yeah, but I got a cargo van. I could put all my gear in a cargo van.
Ohio Valley Prepper says that Teresa is close enough that he can go to her and get the 411.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, no. You can just stay where you're at and behave.
So I'm hoping that before bug out weekend, I'm hoping I can get everything in my garden.
You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm waiting till after I come back.
Yep.
I've already said nope. I'm not going to do it. I'll do it when I get back because I'm off that Monday. So I'll take Monday.
It depends on where you're at in Ohio, too.
Half of my stuff was already in the garden.
Nice.
So,
see, this year I expanded my garden. And
there you go.
I got a truckload of natural mulch from the tree trimmers.
There you go. Nice.
That wanted to dump it somewhere. I said, did you bring it right on, back it on right up here and dump it right over there? So I'm putting in.
How am I closer?
Mulch, where I'm putting in my raised beds and walkways in the garden.
That will help with weeds, and it will help with keeping the moisture in the ground.
Exactly. And for me, it was number one, weed control, because I after last year, I said never again. I said I spent more time weeding the garden than anything else, and I'm not doing it this year. So yeah,
I'm northwest. How am I closer?
That's the thing that one that I really liked about the 5-gallon buckets is because the dirt. I mean, it was the first year doing that, so I didn't have hardly any weeds whatsoever.
OVP.
Nice.
So
yeah, I have more weeds than anything.
Yeah. What I'm doing now is I'm taking each bucket. I have 150 of them, and I'm taking each bucket one by one. I got my wheelbarrow, and I'm dumping out each bucket and mixing all the dirt together, and then putting it back in the bucket.
Nice.
Devil Dog Prepper, why the hell would you do that? Well, because over the winter it compacted, and 2. When we had the fires in the fireplace here, plus the coffee grounds that I've put in each bucket over the year, over the winter, I want to get all that ash and coffee grounds all mixed up into it. And plus it fluffs everything up and makes it easier to plant. So,
yeah, I decided not to put ash when first of all, I didn't clean out the wood burning stove in the basement yet, and I'm not putting that ash in the garden.
Why not?
Because I don't want to change the chemical composition because it's already.
Your ground is new, so you'll be good. But eventually, you're going to want to do that.
That's fine. I kept it, but I had 8-foot tomato plants last year.
Yeah.
FYI, Ohio family, other states are talking about kidnapping me. You might want to pay attention to that in chat.
Ain't nobody kidnapped. No, please. Y'all.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You got to read it. You got to read it.
Where's my
Blackbird?
What'd she say? What did Blackbird say?
She said, Teresa, you need to give me Ghost Lincoln's location so he can be kidnapped from Missouri.
That ain't happening. That is not happening. That's not happening. Sorry.
I can visit, but I can't stay.
No, you're not even. You know what? The only way you're gonna visit if we all visit, because we're not gonna let you go by yourself. Because
Absolutely,
then,
Robert. Yes,
because
you're correct.
then we'll get a text message, and then next thing you know, we're gonna have to gear up, wheels up in 5, and it's not gonna be pretty.
Yeah, if we don't want the Suburbans rolling out, that's no good for
Yeah,
anybody.
exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Ghost. Devil Dog said, Texas doesn't want you, Ghost.
I don't have a problem with that. I hate the heat. Tell you the truth.
But yeah, no,
I do want to visit Texas. I just don't want to stay there.
Robert
I got
Ham said
family in
too much ash will make soil high in alkalinity, which is correct.
Correct.
I
But
did
it
not put
depends
a
on
lot
the
into
plant.
it. I just sprinkled, just a little bit in each bucket, and then in my raised beds. And then I have my 24 by 8-foot garden behind my garage that I was going to do raised beds, but I lost my job, so that's not in the budget now. So what I'm going to do is,
What's not in the budget? The beds itself.
yeah. Well, no,
What?
the beds itself isn't the problem because I have the lumber for it. It's the freaking dirt. The dirt's expensive.
Well, allegedly. See, I'll say this: you got a guy
A guy that's 3 hours away.
that has all the dirt you ever would need. So you take your pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can talk about that, but what I thought about doing is because I have my 3-tier 5-gallon buckets. I thought about moving those because I got to take the buckets out to mix the soil up. And this year I'm going to make the content and the videos for content the channel of hooking them all up and then showing people how you can water 5-gallon buckets, 5 of them at a time. So,
Oh, he gonna do some plumbing.
yep. So, what I was thinking of
Look at
doing
you.
is
I know a guy.
moving the 3-tiered systems behind the garage. It gets the same amount of sun in the front as it does in the back, so I'll be good there. So
Okay.
and it frees up, and I think this will be good for this year because then it frees up my driveway, which is not a big deal, but it's to me I don't care. I keep my property clean and well landscaped and everything. So, but it's still kind of like an eyesore seeing 155-gallon buckets at the end of my driveway. So.
Okay.
But
Who cares?
that's about survival, and at that point I don't care what people think. But they are red, white, and blue. So.
There you
the
go.
point of that scenario is if it is a survival situation, you obviously don't want it in your front yard.
Well, and that was a OPSEC thing as well, because one, then I can fence in the raised bed garden or the bucket garden out back and keep it safer. Not that I had any problems with. I did have squirrels that would eat tomatoes every once in a while, but
Squirrels. Yeah. Storms. What are we doing? Oh, you said squirrels. Okay. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, huh?
Yeah,
Bug out
exactly.
weekend. Yeah, bug out weekend.
Bug out
yeah,
weekend.
so-
Even all the Ohio fam has to wait for that intel. So squirrel, deal with it.
Yeah,
and I'm going to take my 3-tier garden system right now. I have it 3 levels, so I got low, medium, high. I'm going to change it up, and I'm going to go low, medium, low. So that way, when I have my 7-8 foot tomato plants, that's already 4 foot above the ground.
Yep.
Then they're not going to bend.
Yep.
Last year they bent over. Ooh, the lights dimmed.
Yes, indeed.
Huh.
I'm with you on that, bro. And we talked about it. So that's I think I'm gonna do exactly what you said.
Oh
Yep.
shit! 152 text messages. Ooh, I was not paying attention.
So I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
We'll see
Yep.
how it turns out, and that gives me content to do for my channel. I haven't put a video out in forever. so I need to start getting some stuff out there.
Yeah.
I'm a deep shit.
Well,
Well, it's a long story. It's in the text messages. Oh Lord.
but yeah, I'm excited about the garden. I know you are too, Trent. It's
Yep.
for me, woodworking and gardening is a great stress reliever. So
Woodworking, engraving,
even though
welding.
it does cause stress, but it's also a stress reliever. So
It's a weird
welcome
stress
back,
though.
Steel and Tree.
It's not like the normal stress of you need to do
Correct,
this, you have
correct.
to do this, everything has to be done now.
Yes.
You're just like, I need to get this done, but
Well, I'm out in the shop and I'm doing some woodwork or whatever, just piddle farting around. Welcome in, rescue. Welcome in.
hey,
And,
rescue.
Hey, rescue.
and I'm just tinkering around in the garage and maybe building a cross or something. And I'm like, oh, Brett, why'd you do this? And then I get frustrated. I'm like, can't anything go right? But then that's when I got to take a step back and I walk away or go to do something different. And so,
There you
hold
go,
on a minute.
Brad.
What do we got?
Here, let me give some light. All right, this I did on my wood lathe, and it's an experiment because I'm trying to learn how to do. Well, yeah, you got the anyway. But this I did on my wood lathe. It's a jewelry box.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
That's
Do you know
awesome.
how many times I broke the lid or split the bottom or hit myself in the face with the bottom? A lot. But I continued forth to do it, and I've made 4 cents. This one has family items in it. But the
There you
other
go.
3,
That's awesome.
the other 3 I did and I sold. And these were all made out of a basically a 4x4 post because that's what I had laying around.
Do you
There
want
you
some
go.
pine wood? Do you want some pine?
I have a whole tree currently cut up in my garage drying, and I've already
Okay.
removed the pine pitch from it. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good. I got pine for days.
Okay.
I got Douglas fir. I got spruce.
Brad,
Yeah.
Brad, do you want pine?
Yeah.
Lights off. Nobody's.
Okay.
We'll work something out.
No, I'll bring you. I'll bring you a cutting at Bug Out Weekend, and you can throw it in your truck, take it home, and make probably 10 to 12 flags or whatever you want to make out of it.
All right.
Yeah, I do wood turning, engraving, metal work, welding, mechanic work. I do it all. Every inch, I do it.
Well, there's so many
try to
things
do.
that
I
I
try
want
to
to
do
do.
nothing.
Yeah. There's so many things I want to do. I want to do live edge tables or
Oh, those are
Mhm.
beautiful. I can show you one if you want to see one. I've done one.
but
I've got one in my dining room.
there you go.
So this is the nightstand by my bed. This is live edge. Okay, lights. God damn it.
Camera.
This is live edge. Sealed.
Yep.
Nice.
Live edge. It's fun to play with, but it's very neat, niche, whatever you want to say.
Yep.
Because it does require a lot of processing. Well, not processing, but maintaining. Because if the person
I want
that
to
owns
do
it doesn't take care of
the
it,
epoxy
it'll
with it
fall off.
too. I want to do the epoxy with it.
I want to do epoxy so bad because that's epic. I want to do a whole, I got a whole thing with that. I want to do that.
I was watching the video. The guy that made some coasters, and he made it with them scraps from making other projects, and he did the epoxy. So he did like a little river in the middle of the coaster. They were sweet.
Oh, epoxy is epically fun.
Yep.
I just currently don't have time to play with it.
Yeah.
I do the slate coasters. Those are fun.
Yeah.
Little slate engraved coasters. You don't have to zoom in. It's just a piece of slate and damn it, you zoomed in. So ghost drinks. It's just an engraved slate coaster. But these are fun, and I mean they're slate. Easy to clean. You'd never dishwash them. Just wash them down with soap. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Duck City saw a picture of a picnic table made out of railroad rail. Okay.
Yeah, those are heavy and they stink. I've done that, but they will never fall apart and rot. They're heavy.
That's true.
And they stink. They
Luke
will always
says,
stink. They will
epoxy
always leak
chemicals
oil.
not for me. There you go. But yeah, there's
Well-
a lot of things that I want to do, and I got the rest of my life to do it. So
Yeah.
Well, I would, y'all know I'm a glutton for punishment. So, I got something cooking that is,
yep,
yeah.
squirrel.
That's some Saturday, Sunday stuff right there.
Just,
Absolutely.
You ain't the only glutton. You got a whole family full of gluttons, and we're ready. So,
well, okay. Okay. Oh, that's all I can say is okay.
I've
Yeah.
already made the decision, and I've already
and
told the
thank you.
people.
Tiger says,
and
y'all
thank
make me want to start crafting again. There you go. Do it.
Get to it, Tiger. Have fun with it. That's the thing is when you craft and make stuff, don't make that your priority. Make that your craft. Because as soon as you make that your priority and it becomes your job, that's when you lose that love for doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do custom woodworking, custom metalworking, automotive work, and all that stuff. And when I started doing that to make money like every day, it ruined it. I don't want to do it anymore. Now somebody comes up and goes, hey, can you rebuild this motor for me? It's like, it's going to cost you this much and give me a month. Well, I don't have that time. Then go find somebody else. And then a week later, they come back and go, okay, I'll do it. All right. I'll do it.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right, Steel and Tree. I'm not trying to get into big, huge projects. Just small little trinkets.
I can't. I can't right now. If I do, yeah, I'll be sleeping in a barn.
You have to have fun with it. Literally, you
Yeah.
have to have
Well,
fun with it and enjoy it.
I won't have any time because
Well, your squirrel moment's a little bit different, but yeah.
Robert Ham says he's got a ton of honey locust trees out in his pasture. Nice.
Oh, those make beautiful
Nice.
bowls, urns, wood turn project on honey locust. Ah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
You get the pits, you epoxy fill, you resin it.
Well, doing all the things that I'm doing, the few things that I'm doing, not like it's a lot when I say all, but man, you can get money wrapped up in the woodworking, just the wood alone. I had most of the tools. Some stuff I've bought, but I watch a ton of YouTube videos and I see how other people do it, and they have, like, I just made a sled for my table saw.
Mhm.
That's come a long way. So
Oh, that makes a big difference. You get that sled, then you get a dado or a joining
dado
sled.
blade.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
a big. You can literally finger joint. You can have a lot of fun with that. I have several
Yeah.
of them. You can do it for your router too. It makes a big difference because it's like I could just be like, bam, 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 done. Bam, bam, bam,
Well-
bam, done. It's preset. You don't have
Yeah.
to think about it. It's ready to go. And you set it on the shelf. You're like, okay, and you mark on it. This is
Yeah.
a 1/8 inch finger joint. This is a 3/8 finger, and you can make the sled, or you can make it a universal sled. You
But
can do that
my
too.
problem is I watch these damn videos and I got to be patient with doing it. I can't just have everything right now. And some of the stuff that they make is not expensive, like to build a sled for the table saw. Not a very expensive thing, but you can get expensive because you buy like the T-track and you buy your stops and all this other stuff, and I mean it could get pricey.
You can build T-tracks out of
Mhm.
wood too. If
Correct.
you have a
Yeah.
I have no aluminum T-tracks, and mine's all wood built, and I use beeswax underneath the sled and on the slide. The pine T-track, I guess you'd say, it's coated in beeswax, so it slides right across the table saw. I'm not
I'm not
spending
cutting it off.
$30 for aluminum T-track when I could pay $5 for a 1-inch piece of pine and rip it and sand
Yep.
it and make it to what I need.
Well,
It
I
does
have the
require a little
T-Track.
bit.
I have the T-Track router bit that I can,
Yeah,
do.
it just requires a little bit more time and precision on your part instead of wasting the money. And
I got a van. I got a cargo van.
Yeah. I mean, I'm currently working on an urn, and I'll just say an urn, wood turned. It is 4,000 layers thick. So it's literally layer, glue, layer, glue, layer, glue, layer, glue. It's literally 4,000 layers thick to create an urn that big that I'm wood turning.
I got a van. I'm
You
gonna,
know, so
I'm gonna live in it and move down by the river.
I'd love to live. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd love to live. See, I don't need much space for me to live in.
See, then I can be
Right.
a motivational speaker and live in my van down by the river.
Yeah, I could live in a van down by the river, but I need that big 4,000 square foot shop for everything I do. It's like, damn. Maybe I'll put a loft in it or something. I don't know.
Yep.
But I do hand
I
tool
need a
shit,
sprinter.
man.
I need a sprinter van. $10,000. Here's one for 10 grand.
Wow.
Ooh,
I need more space for my wood shop,
118,000 miles.
or figure out how to take
I need more
24
vans.
garage and make it more effective.
Well, I sent you the videos of my workshop, and I've done.
Yeah.
I did some pretty cool shit out of that thing. My dust collection, don't get me wrong, I've been in construction my entire life, but I don't want to breathe in sawdust anymore. So my dust collection
No.
is
But
top
my thing
point.
is how do I go from, because I think it's 4-inch tubing coming into the dust collector system to 2-inch or 2.5-inch into the piece of a gear, piece of equipment.
Well, the magic. I'll show you an adapter. You'll be like, son of a bitch, no shit. And I'll send you the cup. Porter Cable actually makes it. Actually, every manufacturer makes it. It's designed to slide into the 4-inch tube, and it has that 2.25-inch port. Like my planer has it, my jointer has it. My router table's custom made with PVC heat and pipe and everything else to make that adapter. But when it comes to like my smaller tools, my jigsaw, my scroll saw, my bandsaw, my spindle sander, that all runs off a standard shop vac system with a dust cyclone on it. And I don't have a problem. And then I have that thing up in the air that's always cycling and circling the air in my work area. So it collects all the stuff.
Yeah.
What do you Ghost? What do you know about a Blue Tech 3-liter V6 diesel direct injection engine?
Blue Tech diesel 3-liter. Is that Mercedes?
Yes. Sprinter van.
I don't think
118,000 miles.
The only thing I know about those is the oil changes and coolant systems have to be flushed properly per manufacturer. If not, that engine will fail in a horrible way. Apart from that, that's all I've ever heard of any complaints on that motor. They are kind of you're not drag racing, but when it comes to power and capacity, they do a hell of a good job.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
As long as they were properly maintained and flushed. I mean, they're supposed to be flushed. The 3-liter Mercedes is every 100,000 miles, I think. Full radiator, coolant system flush, oil change every max 7,000.
That's what I thought. Oops.
But
So
better.
you're looking at You're looking at a. I'm a Mercedes guy. Okay. Allegedly, at one point in time, I had 3 of them at the same time, and now I'm down to 1, and it's a classic, 1995.
I mean, I've built 7.3s. I built Cummins. I built the 6.5. Built a few Caterpillar. But Mercedes is a very, how do you want to say it? It's a tight,
high maintenance.
No, it's not that it's high maintenance. The fact with Mercedes diesels is it's a very high tolerance diesel. There's no slap and slop, right? It's
Okay.
literally fit to function, not like an American diesel that is they're sloppy. They're fucking sloppy. So they got
Okay.
a lot of slop and play, and which is bad for them because it's not, but it is, because like an American diesel motor, it's going to take a long time before that slop and play destroys the damn thing. But your
Mm-hmm.
import diesels, your Mercedes diesels, your Mitsubishi diesels, your Toyota diesels, yeah, they're kind of sloppy as shit too, oddly. They're very
Right.
fit and function. So when their slop starts showing, then it's time. Oh, okay. I got to park you. I got to pull you. I got to get you rebuilt because I don't want to
Okay.
break you.
Right.
That's basically the thing.
Well, in other words, don't put your mouth on it. Okay.
There
Yeah,
you go.
unless you're ready for it to break.
And like
Yeah,
Oop
okay.
says, don't put the wrong oil in it.
Yes.
Correct.
And the funny thing
Okay.
is I know someone that has a Mercedes diesel in a box van. It's got 600,000 miles on it. He's done
Mhm.
oil changes regularly.
Yeah.
He changes the glow plugs every now and then. He does intake, he does gaskets, and he changes the antifreeze every, I think it's 100,000 miles. And
Yeah.
dude, it still has all the power, all the get up and go it did from
Oh,
when he bought it.
yeah. So's my 95, and it's not even a diesel, and it has 465,000 miles on it, and
Yeah,
that thing runs better than anything on the planet.
yeah, the gasoline Mercedes motors were based on, well, the diesel started off, no, I should reverse that. The gasoline engine is based off the diesel specifications.
Hmm.
It was
Right.
the reverse. Chevy went with, oh, hey, I'm going to make a 350 gas engine. Oh, now I'm going to make a 350 diesel. Chunk of shit.
Right. Right.
But Mercedes went the opposite direction. And that's where they got their tolerances, their capacity, and their strength. Because a Mercedes
Ooh.
gas engine is heavy as fuck.
Yeah. I mean, my 95 S320. There's no plastic on that car. It's 6,000 pounds of pure steel.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a cast block, cast crank, cast
Right.
cams, cast pistons, cast connecting rods.
Yes.
So
All right,
Yes.
I got a question for you. What
Yeah.
do you do for a 4-cylinder to stop it from burning oil?
Buy
rebuild the head
6-cylinder.
and check the piston rings. You have to do a compression check. That's what you have to do. Because you either have
can you use seafoam to clean it up? And
no.
No.
If you're burning oil, you either have a valve seal that's bad or a piston
Yep.
ring that's bad. Plain and simple.
Yep.
And
What's something like that cost to fix?
It depends on the 4-cylinder.
Yeah.
It depends on, do you want to pay somebody to do it, or do you want to try to play with it yourself?
I'm not doing it myself.
Okay, so what's the engine?
I don't know.
A GM, Ford, Chrysler.
GMC.
Are you talking the 1.4 or
Hold
the
on, I'll tell you.
1.6?
Wow, we got way off the topic tonight.
2.4 liter.
A 2.4 4-cylinder. It needs a head redone.
All right.
So
Great.
you're probably, well, I mean, 5 years ago you were looking at $150. Now you're probably looking at $400 and not buying a new car. But you have to do the cylinder compression rates. You have to figure out, is it cylinder 1, cylinder 2, cylinder 3? Okay, it's cylinder 2. All right. You have the head checked. The head says, hey, cylinder 2's got good valve seals. Okay, that means you need piston rings. That means you have to pull the oil pan off, drop the piston, redo the rings, check the bearings, reinstall the piston. But since the head's already off, why not have the head redone through? New valve springs, new valve seals. So, yeah.
All right. I'll talk to you more about that later. So,
or just keep dumping oil in it, and it's going
No.
to do its own oil changes.
No. It's a 2014. It's got 125,000 miles on it. So, anyways.
Oh, fuck. I know what motor you're talking about.
Yep, but all right, folks. We've bored you enough with car talk, and it's been on for 2 hours. So
shenanigans.
Yep, absolutely. Let me.
Hi, Holly.
Holly Ivans popped in the chat.
We got 1, 2.
Oh, hey, oops. Sorry if I didn't say hi to you. I apologize for that.
Standalone chocolate cake.
Stealing trees in chat too. My apologies. I didn't
Hey,
say
stealing trees.
I've not been paying attention in the chat. I've been doing my own things here. In the background.
Stealing tree. his ex is on her fifth marriage and probably over 600,000 miles of her.
She's gonna need more valve seals at that point.
Yeah, that's called a whole rework.
Dude, I don't even think any manufacturer be like, yeah, I can fix that. They'd be like, yep.
No.
Scrap that shit. It's done.
228 hours till check-in starts at Bug Out Weekend. Just FYI.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about that later. I got questions.
About?
At the Bug Out Weekend.
Okay. Chocolate cake.
Yeah.
That's right, OVP. Chocolate cake. That's a staple in this
I'm
household.
just saying, somebody better bring some damn chocolate cake to Bug Out Weekend or there will be a riot.
Yeah, it would go really good with pulled pork and baked beans and coleslaw.
Well, I'm not.
Coleslaw?
I'm calling it out right now. I am not.
I'm not because I have too much other stuff to do. So.
And so do I. I'm not bringing chocolate cake. And if I do, you'll never know. Nobody will never know.
Well, no.
See, Holly's got it. Holly's bringing chocolate cake. There we go. Holly's got it covered.
Standalone, you're absolutely right. It is.
Holly says she'll bring chocolate cakes.
Moist.
Thank you, Holly. Thank you.
See, Holly's got the love in her heart.
Thank you, Holly.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it a night. I appreciate everybody sticking around for 2 hours and talking mostly about the stuff, and then we got off topic, but that's all right. That's what we do here. So,
Devil Dog's fault.
Yeah, my fault. My channel, my fault. So it's all good.
No, it's my fault. I admit.
My Bluetooth is dying. Yes.
Don't forget to go over there to Vision's channel tomorrow.
Oh yes.
For his weekly
Turmoil Tuesday.
Sounds good.
Turmoil Tuesday.
We got the 4 Horsemen tomorrow too.
Yeah, we don't got too many more live streams before we'll be live streaming from Bug Out Weekend. So, but with that being said, happy birthday to your husband, Holly. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Holly's husband.
Happy birthday. He's dealt with you that long. That's impressive.
Yeah. Amazing.
I love you,
Holly.
Holly.
Guys,
you know
my Bluetooth is dying. I'm going to bounce.
All right. I'm going to bounce too. So I will say goodnight to everybody. And with that being said, stay safe, stay vigilant, and stay prepped. We'll see you next Monday.